For May 2nd, it's the morning coffee on HermitCraft with Joe Show. We're still setting up the stream. Merrily, life's a dream. Why is the setting up sign not showing? There it is. Every day I wake up and play on HermitCraft. We got some things going. Hopefully it's not naff, which I think is British slang for trash. Or maybe the word is taff, which might be saltwater candy. I don't know. I'm not really sure what we're doing, but we're gonna do a lot of it. I'm not really sure what we're doing, but we're gonna do a lot of it. Good morning, everybody. This is a morning stream. For the morning streams, we kind of try to get the day going right. Gotta check my messages. Gotta check my email. Gotta figure out what's going on HermitCraft, because there's a bunch of overnight messages from the British people usually. Yeah, just catching up. So I'm pouring my coffee now, which I don't think you can hear. Let me do that closer to the mic and hopefully not pour that into my lap, because that would be a fantastic plan. Oh, it's definitely raining on HermitCraft. I have the rain visuals turned off for video encoding reasons. Okay, let's turn up the outdoor mic. Welcome Bright Sun Gaming in the YouTube chat. Welcome Lofty and Stygian and Queen Dark Lady and Wyvern's Flight in the Twitch chat. The Discord chat, let me make sure I've got this open. But... dun, dun, dun. Okay, so I got the live event chat open and the Discord temporarily. Looks like nothing's happening there. So I need to go through a bunch of messages. But before I do, let's go ahead and put this black concrete powder away here. Let's close that tab. Okay. Real quickly, we got some more stuff to do. Okay, so let's hit withdraw over there. Doing some banking. Doing all the morning tasks. Woo! Interesting. Oh, Patreon won't let you do 2 withdrawals within 24 hours. Interesting. Okay. Normally, I wait until Patreon's completely done with its processing and do 1 withdrawal a month, but I had to hit payroll last night. So I ran the withdrawal before the full thing. So there's not a lot of money left in the account, but it's like, it feels weird to leave it with more than 0. But okay. We will wait 24 hours before running that withdrawal. Thank you, Patreon, for teaching me something new. Okay, morning, Drubaka. So, let's see. Going through my email here, we got a lot of stuff going on. We got something which looks like it's from the custody attorney office. Not custody, no, the immigration attorney. I have too many attorneys. So we're gonna... It looks like they sent me half of something, so I don't need to do anything on that until the other half comes in, but I will look into that. Okay, so what else do I have to do today? At noon today, I'm updating my Vanillish server to the latest version of Minecraft 1.19.4. I've got a call with my project manager at 1. Got some things to take care of around the apartment, and then I still have like a bajillion messages from the hermits I haven't looked at. So we're going to get to those next, but I want to stand somewhere productive while I look at a bajillion messages from the other hermits. So we're going to go and stand in the skeleton farm area while we go through our inbox. Woo! Okay. Just as a quick reminder, I'm down here in slot 9, putting the hot in the hot bar. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. This is not an advertiser-supported stream, so if you enjoy me keeping y'all company while you're knocking out your workday, feel free to send something my way toward that tip jar. Alrighty, so once again, gotta go through my correspondence. So this is part of the reason that I do this stream, because otherwise I'd be like, you know, I could look at all these messages, or I could go, I don't know, clean one of the many things in the apartment that always needs to be tidied. So, let's see. People arguing. Okay. So, I've got... one of the problems, too, with Discord, using Discord for business is stressful, because I have, like, a bunch of friend Discords as well. And so it's like, here's a bunch of people arguing about whether or not to go to a Renaissance fair now that they've stopped selling mead. And, I mean, honestly, I wasn't spending money on mead at the Renaissance fair anyway, because it seems kind of expensive, and, like, you know, you can buy mead at home. Well, not from your home, but you can go to a store and buy mead, you know. But the lack of public transit options and the parking being a nightmare is more my problem. So if not enough of my friends who have cars want to go because they're angry about the mead situation, there's not enough vehicles and I would have to drive. And my car is not intended to park in a muddy field. It's a very tiny car for driving around the city. ZB says mead isn't exclusive to Renaissance fairs. Exactly, yeah, but, like, I drove there once, and I was like, oh, this was a mistake. So, yeah, I think I'm going to pass on the Ren for... let's see what else is going on. We are not allowed to go into the end until May 3rd at 8 a.m. my time. Had to be... or at least not on camera. So, if I need to go to the end to fix tools, I'm going to have to do that on camera. Let's, good thing I've got my elytra fully cleaned up. But it looks like one of the hermits has done something spoilery there. So, I'm going to put on my to-do list, do not visit end. Spoiler. Do not visit end. Okay, got it. Megan says, hey, Joe, have my final college summer exam tomorrow. I'm pretty stressed about it. Listening to this in the background while I do some cramming. Well, good luck, Megan. Don't worry. This is a chill morning stream. This is designed to be background noise for work. So, good luck to you. Azeroth says, how can you not have meat at a Ren Fair? Blasphemy. Yeah, that's kind of the thing, is like the Ren Fair used to be privately owned, and then the county bought it, and the county has a policy not to serve alcohol at its events. So it's kind of also just like people being angry at the state for encroaching on their fun. It's a whole thing. Okay, Dark Prismarine has been restocked in Asuma's shop. I guess this is probably because Mumbo bought it all. Okay, a whole bunch of these messages in different channels are all not to go to the end. Okay, I was worried. I looked at how many messages were happening in the HermitCraft Discord overnight, and I was like, oh boy, it's gonna take a while to get caught up on all that. It's like, no, it's just in this multiple channels. Don't go to the end. Don't go to the end until this time. If you have to go to the end, you can show it on camera, or you know, don't stream it and don't put your footage up until there's an embargo. Okay. Yeah, because originally it was like, don't go to the end, it's unsafe. Then it was, don't go to the end, it's a spoiler. Okay, Cool. So you can find out what that is a half hour before my craft stream tomorrow, and then watch the craft stream with Cleo. Okay, so one thing I don't. Okay, let's go through my to-do list here. Bum 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 bum. Okay, we don't need to worry about that. Oh, I forgot to post my tweet about being live. Okay, let's take a picture for the tweet. I was gonna take a coffee picture. Oh god, I am so bad at holding a coffee mug. I'm glad that you guys haven't paid for the camera to get bigger, because then you'd see how dumb I look while I'm trying to take this picture. Wow, I look so terrible. But it's okay, it's going up on Twitter anyway, so people can mock me. Oh god, I look deranged. Oh, this... not a good picture at all. I either look asleep or deranged in all of these. I think asleep goes better with the coffee theme, but it's like... Let's see. Here we go again. Yeah, that one looks... This is like a parody of a comedian's photograph. Yeah, let's go with that one. The framing's not great, but it's at least, like, fine. Okay. Paul says, I'm usually working now, but I've been off with COVID last week. Just tested negative. Need one more negative test. Ah, Paul, I'm glad you're recovering well. Another Daily says, my name is also Megan, and I got a little spooked there. Yep, that's one of the fun things about common names. Yeah, I was named Joe. My dad was named Joe. The school I went to had a ton of kids named Joe. Because even though it's not a super common name anymore, regionally... okay. I really don't like the ceiling fan on the top of this. I'm cropping that out. Now the perspective is off, but... whatever. Okay, it's a photograph that can go on a tweet. It's a photograph that can go on a tweet. That's... we're not making... I don't know. What's a famous photograph? What would be the most famous... what's... like... yeah, we're not making an Associated Press photograph of a president that will be the precedent for a Shepard Fairey graphic design. Had a great night off yesterday. Oh yeah, I should probably have the link to, like, twitch.tv. Oh, also, maybe we should have the totem in our offhand, just as a treat. Stefan says, I cannot see Joe in the hotbar. Wait, what? I should be there. Hold on. Okay, yeah, no, it's just very... okay, I fixed it. It was broken, but I fixed it. Hypertext transfer protocol secure / twitch.tv / Joe Hills. Okay. Okay. I call... let me post this Twitter tweet for y'all if you want to see how... This is the least bad photo. The other ones made it look like I was auditioning to be the Joker. It was not what I was going for. I'm working 9 to 5. What a way to make a living. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. So, even though we're okay on bones, we need a ton of leather for Cleo's Scarland thing. Morning, Incurious and Ellis in the Discord chat. I'm going to be jumping in and out of the Discord as I check my messages in other Discords to see if any of these are going to affect my planning for the week. Bum, bum, bum. I feel like... Google.com. Calendar.google.com. Okay, so... No, that's... Okay. I'm gonna have the words to 9 to 5 stuck in my head for, like, all day if I don't look them up and actually, like, tumble out of bed and stumble to the kitchen, pour myself a cup of ambition, and yawn and stretch and try to come to life. Jump in the shower and the blood starts pumping. Out in the streets, traffic starts jumping. For folks like me on the job from... I can't do the melody. Folks like me on the job from... yeah, it's a weird... Working 9 to 5, what a way to make a living. Barely getting by, it's all taken and no giving. They just use your mind and they never give you credit. It's enough to drive you crazy if you let it. 9 to 5 for service and devotion. You would think that I deserve a fat promotion. Want to move ahead, but the boss won't seem to let me. I swear sometimes that man is out to get me. Yep. Yeah, so I saw 9 to 5 yesterday with my kid. So as part of their annual recognition of May Day, the Belcourt Theater showed the original, like, film print of 9 to 5. Hey, Incurious! Thank you for the 20. Who says it will be harder to lose you on the screen if you're a bit bigger, so let's help with that. Thank you very much. Here we go. Oh, wait, no, it's the first one, so I say, howdy, y'all. Grow Hills here, expanding as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee. Dee-da-dee-da-dee. Dee-da-dee-da-dee. Alrighty, we took down the setting ups. Okay, that's broadly off topic. Yeah, Twitch lets me know if somebody's never been here before. Yeah, so if the first thing you say when you roll into a stream is a total non sequitur, topic-changing waste of time, like, do you like pineapple on your pizza or something, you're just going to get banned, because that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about the fact that I just got to see 9 to 5 on a actual film projector at the Belcourt Theater last night with my kid, which was a lot of fun. She's been bothering me for weeks about going to see the Mario movie. And I told her, I was like, it used to be that sometimes I would suggest something to do, and we would go do it together. And you go, that wasn't really for me. And I go, okay, that's fine, but thank you for trying it. And then you would suggest something, and I would take you to that. And we would kind of take turns picking things to do. So, like, if I was like, oh, I want to go see this thing at the symphony, my kid would give me the benefit of the doubt. But lately, she stopped giving me the benefit of the doubt on stuff. She's just basically said, like, I don't want to go to that. You should hire a babysitter. And I can't afford... In a lot of cases, it's cheaper to buy a second ticket than it is to hire a babysitter for this. Because I'm not going to expensive things. Like, so I'm just like, I guess I'm just not going to that then. Grumble, grumble, grumble. And, so anyway, she, all of a sudden, her friends were like, oh, you gotta see the Mario movie. It's the best movie anyone's ever made. You gotta go see this Mario movie. And my kid's like, Dad, why can't we go see the Mario movie? I was like, oh, I don't want to see that. And she was like, oh, well, can we go anyway? I'm like, no. No, you stopped going to things I wanted to go to. Like, I'm not going to pay that much money to go to something that I am certain will disappoint me after you told me again and again you didn't want to go to things that you didn't think you would like. Which, honestly, I have a higher confidence that you would like some of the things you're telling me you don't want to go to than that I would like this, you know? Like, or that maybe it's not that I would dislike this movie, but like I would like to watch it for free on a streaming service that I've already paid for later, right? And it's kind of one of those things where, so she's just, you know, when my sister and I were like, we want to go see 9 to 5. Are you gonna come with us? My daughter was like, oh, this is the sort of thing that I'm not. Okay, I got to occasionally give things a try. Okay. ZB says, I kind of wonder if Joe has the expansion words printed by the screen somewhere. ZB823 says, not to play devil advocates, but were the things you suggested all similar or the same type of thing? I mean, they were usually things in theaters or with stages. Like, some of them were music, some of them were live actors, some of them were films. They were performances. But yeah, I mean, like, performances is a pretty broad... It wasn't like I was, like, only inviting her to go see TED Talks or something. It's just like, oh, hey, you know, this string quartet at Vanderbilt is playing. Or, like, hey, there's a movie that I think you'd like to see. Or, hey, there's a play that I want to go to. I think you might enjoy it. Like, it was... But I think, well, part of it, too, is, like, I don't know. I think because she's growing, she's tired a lot more often. But, like, she's just like, no, I just spent the whole week at school. I just want to sit at home and play games on my computer. And I'm like, I spent the entire week playing games on my computer. I need to leave the house or I will go actually insane. Like, there's a toll here. And I'm gonna pay it. So, yeah, that's part of it, too. Is it's like, so I think she's just kind of, because she's you know, she's super tall and she's constantly growing. And she's just like, doesn't want to, she feels tired and doesn't want to be adventurous with things. But yeah, Transit Biker says kids need a variety of experiences. It can't all just be the same candy. Yeah. Hippo Bessie says your kid has reached that age where their friends are cooler than you. My kid is 14 and apparently I'm boring now. Well, that's the thing though, is like, you know, it's hard to schedule stuff with other parents, like, too. Because, like, I don't have the energy to watch a bunch of other people's kids. Like, as a single parent, I'm just, like, exhausted. So, like, it's one of those things where I don't want to ask her to ask, hey, do you want to bring 3 of your friends to see this string quartet at Vanderbilt? Because then when I've got 4 kids misbehaving at this string quartet event, I'm going to look like a jerk. And I'm going to be too tired to enjoy it. Even if I can't get them to settle down. It's like, you know. Paul Tipton says cinema and movie theaters are brilliant, but can get quite expensive with food and drink added. Well, that's the thing. Is that's one of the other differences too. Is when she wants to do something, it's I want to go see the Mario movie at the expensive theater that we have to like that's there's no there's no commercial movie theater anywhere near us. It's a pain to get to those. So it's like, okay, so we got to deal with a transportation headache. We got to go to a stupid Regal or AMC that's wildly expensive. Like, whereas it's like, hey, here's a thing. There's a performance at a nearby university. And, like, all the universities in Nashville you can basically walk to because students have to walk to them who don't have cars. Whereas, like, movie theaters, they're like, we don't care if there's sidewalks around the mall. Screw you. If you had money to buy stuff at the mall, you would have a car, right? So it's not even about walking distance, it's about walkability, right? Like, so there's a bunch of walkable stuff that's being put on for practically free by students. And then there's the expensive, hard-to-get-to movie theater showing the Mario movie. Amber says maybe going swimming with her would help growth spurts and growing pains. Oh, yeah, we go swimming a lot when it's warm enough. But, yeah, there's not a good indoor pool there's not a good indoor pool near us for goofing off. There's indoor pools that only allow lap swimming. Like, the indoor pools are for serious lap swimming. You're not even supposed to be, like, stopping to talk if you go lap swimming with your friends. It's like, because then you're taking up a lane. Which is really, so there's nowhere good to swim indoors for fun around here, which is really frustrating. I mean, maybe the YMCA has some indoor swim time that's kid friendly, but I don't know if it works with our schedule. But I don't know. Cats and Hounds says, from a child's perspective, sometimes just the fact that an authority figure suggested it makes it something you know you'd not find enjoyable. Because now it'll be, see, I told you you like it. It leaves an impression as being seen as not having a real choice. I mean, she does have a real choice. We skip these things constantly. That's my point, is like, we haven't gotten to do any of the interesting things I've wanted to do for months. Like, so, anyway. So, fortunately, having explained this to her, she was willing to give 9 to 5 at the Bell Court a try. And, yeah, so we had a really good evening last night at the Bell Court, seeing that, part of their May Day observance. Val Krieger says the YMCA near me has a family swim. I'll definitely check the schedule. Yeah, the problem with the YMCA is it's not walkable. Like, there are indoor pools that are much closer. They just don't let you swim for fun. You have to swim for laps for exercise. Little Buddy says, I finished my morning coffee hours ago. Can I still watch? Sure. Oh, yeah, she liked the film fine. And so, like, now I'm more likely... Can she bike? The places that don't have sidewalks between, like, the places that don't have sidewalks around the malls. It's not that it's a distance thing. It's it's like it's like the road there's like a 5-lane road and then immediately a ditch and a hill on either side. Like, it's if I wouldn't feel comfortable walking with a 10-year-old on this road, I wouldn't feel comfortable biking with a 10-year-old on this road. It's that sort of thing. Yeah. Cuz like, I mean, in theory, like, my walking radius is like 5 miles. I'm happy to walk 5 miles away to go somewhere if I'm not in a rush. And but realistically, like, there are some places that you just cannot walk to safely. And those are the places that have movie theaters in them. They put the malls with the movie theaters in, like, these weird, I don't know. But, like, they're like, "Oh, we need to have all these roads going to the mall." And then when they expanded or widened the roads, they, like, got rid of the sidewalks, right? And it's just like, ugh. Bella DeGaulle says, "What about cycling? Are movie theaters within easy cycling distance?" Once again, it's not the distance; it's the the way that, like, the roads are. I wouldn't feel comfortable cycling with a child on these particular. Like, these are 5-lane, like, 2 lanes in either direction with a turn lane in the middle, like, that then there's no sidewalk or shoulder. It's just a ditch for runoff water on either side, like, inches away from the road. Like, you could get run off the road real easily. It's not the distance, it's the infrastructure. Exactly. And, like, I feel bad too, because there's good movies, like, that I would probably have gone to see Renfield by now. But I looked at it and it's like, boy, the amount of time I would spend waiting for the bus is longer, or the amount of time I would spend waiting for the bus and taking the bus over there is longer than I would take to walk it if there was a sidewalk. And, like, at that point, I'm just kind of like, you know what? If you want me to go to your commercial movie theater, like, just don't put it somewhere terrible. Like I said, the universities in town have tons of sidewalk infrastructure around them because students have to walk to the universities. And so, like, the Belcourt is, like, between two universities. It's, like, between Vanderbilt and Belmont. And so, if you can walk to either of those places, you can walk to the Belcourt. And so it's like, I see movies at the Belcourt, but I don't really see movies anywhere else because it's too annoying. It's like, I'm not gonna route around your lack of infrastructure. Like, anyway. But yeah, so that's why when the Belcourt was like, we're showing 9 to 5 for May Day, I was like, yes, I want to go to that. I think it did help to convince Corinne to go to that, though, that her aunt was also going. I was like, it's one of my favorite movies. I think you'll like it. Because then it's not just like, oh, my dad says it's cool. Transit Biker says bus networks can be infuriating. Well, the problem, like, in general, our bus network is okay. It's just, like, trying to take the bus to go somewhere that should be walking distance is usually going to be less efficient than walking. Does that make sense? Like, taking the bus for anything under 2 or 3 miles, I could usually I'm usually better off just walking it. Because in terms of, like, waiting for the bus and everything, it just, you know. Yeah, we're talking about public transit. Also, just as a quick reminder, tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. Yeah, I find, like, yeah, the bus is great for me at things that are, like, on the edge of my walkability, where, like, even though, like I said, my maximum walkability radius is about 5 miles to get somewhere, because then I gotta walk 5 miles back. But, like, stuff in that 3 to 5 mile range, where it's like, okay, it can be more efficient to take the bus if I'm in a rush. Renfield is on streaming now. Ooh. Let me look into that, because I would very much like to watch that. Ooh, it does look like it's on streaming now. Hey. Bum, bum, bum. Let me text my fiance about that. Is Renfield streaming? Is Renfield available digitally in your region yet? It went up in the US. Okay, because I would love to watch that with my fiance. Okay, thank you, Dave Bauer, for the tip. See, we're getting organized. We're getting stuff done here. We're getting shot by skeletons. But yeah, Nashville got a new bus depot a few years back, shortly before COVID hit, and there were some problems with it that they've used that time to fix. And it's pretty good now. I'm really impressed. I'm using it. We're passing through the bus depot probably at least once a week, sometimes a few times a week on trips. Sean Deere tips 10, who says, for being a calming presence before I have to go to the dentist, Joe Hills, secretly an emotional support Minecrafter. I do what I can. That puts us 10 away from the next face camera expansion milestone. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. Little Buddy says, Dear Joe, have you considered wearing a green screen balaclava? Just wondering. It's still theater exclusivity in the UK. Ah, dang it. Uh-oh. I mean, that still works, right? Like, I mean, in theory, there's nothing that should stop that thing from continuing to work. Just with the glass broken there, right? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, but then they won't take fall damage. Dang it. Yeah, they won't take the fall damage anymore. Jerome tips 10. That gets us the second half of the way to our next face camera expansion. Thank you, Jerome. Here we go. Expand. Okay. So I guess we need to go get... I should probably keep a stack of backup glass in here, now that I'm thinking about this. Okay. Let's see. Do we leave it down here, maybe? The one time a silk touch sword would come in handy. I know, right? I know. Good point, Ezra Manning. We got another tip rolling in from Roberta. Thank you, Roberta, for tipping 5. Who says, I would love to hear some Joe Hills giggling this morning, but I don't have any good jokes. Hope you have a great day. That's okay. Thank you, Roberta. I'll do my best to keep a smile on my face and a giggle in my heart. Okay, so yeah, here we go. Oh, wait, no, that's black stained glass. We want actual, like, light-proof glass. Working 9 to 5. Gotta find some quartz glass or whatever it's called. Amethyst stuff. And I don't know. Okay, wait. This is the glass stack. Okay, so this is all normal glass. That's blue glass. Here we go. 5 tinted glass. Sounds like somebody's got a leaf blower going on outside, so I'm going to turn down the window mic for a while. Pum, pum, pum. Do. Oh, free slimes. 4 free slimes. Yay, yum, yum, yum. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, 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 meow. I don't know. There's a game called Bad Cats. It's a pinball machine themed after bad cats. Cats that misbehave. But yeah, it's got this one loop where when you shoot it, it goes meow, 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 meow. I've had that stuck in my head all weekend since the pinball tournament. Oh, boy. It's a shame it takes so long for those results to hit the IFPA website. Because I want to see how many points we actually got for that. Tournaments. I mean, it wasn't my best showing ever at a tournament, but like... It was the longest event I've ever been to. It was a 16-round tournament for qualifiers. Oh, wait, we actually want the leather tunic. Actually, let's start putting the leather stuff. Okay, we're gonna dye this a color. Exclusivity runs out 50 days from release on Renfield, so we'll see it in 5 weeks. Okay, 5 weeks. That's June-ish, right? Okay. Okay. So my kid will be gone in June. I don't normally do movies that are like new releases for our Discord movie nights because I like to showcase stuff that you can get relatively cheap. Who's saying Cub fans TCG 123? Cub fan? It's clearly Cub's voice just pitched up. TCG. It's easy as 1, 2, 3. So yeah, we need to be facing the obsidian so we don't break the tinted glass. Whoops. Badger says watching stream, by the way. Oh, well, maybe I like texting you and was going to do that anyway. So, sounds more like me than Cub. Probably because if you're watching it in my videos, I sing along with it. Geek of Many Topics says it was fun to watch the stream of the pinball tournament. Oh, yeah, thanks for stopping by. Yeah, I didn't really get a chance to, like, commentate, because the thing is, when I take her into these things, like, you know, the priority has to be making sure that, you know, I'm there for her and not that, like, I'm on camera. But while she's gone for the summer, I might hang out more. Because, like, yeah, the folks who are running the streams have said, like, yeah, you know how to not misbehave on Twitch. You're not going to get us banned. You're welcome to get behind the, put on a headset and commentate. And I'm like, that's fine, but it looks a lot like ignoring my child. And, you know, Corinne's never done a 16-round qualifier before. So that was definitely, like, we learned a lot. But yeah, it was a really fun tournament. Geek of Many Topics says the rig was set up on one of her games, so I got to cheer her on. Yeah, it was on. I only played on the camera rig once, I think. I was player 3 on Bad Cats, but like that was a 60-person tournament, so the odds of getting to see me, unless I made the semifinals or whatever, or the finals, were kind of low. Welcome, Survivor Prom. What kind of coffee am I sipping on? Honestly, it's whatever was on sale. Like, that's a great question. I think this is the Honduras. So the thing is, so there's like a local coffee shop that has their own roaster, and every month they have a different coffee of the month that's $2 off. And if it's a light roast, I buy whatever it is because I like light roasts and everything they make is good, right? And if it's not a light roast, then I go over to the other shelf that's not $2 off. But like in either case, I'm buying something that was like roasted within the last 10 days, you know? So it's like, I found just having fresh, lightly roasted coffee, I'm just going to enjoy it more than, like, I'm not picky, you know what I mean? I'm not picky while listing two things I'm picky about. I want it to be fresh and I want it to be a light roast. But like, at that point, what kind of bean it is doesn't affect me too much. But yeah, I drink my coffee black because, like mindless self-indulgence wrote, the bass, the vibe, the mic, the treble. I like my coffee black just like my metal. And man, that guy has like a 3-octave range, and I do not. Yeah. But yeah, so honestly, I don't remember which one I bought because I trust the roaster enough that I don't have to worry about it. You know what I mean? They buy good stuff. But yeah, so I usually cycle through. They've got an Ecuadorian, a Colombian, a Honduras, and yeah, I just kind of get whatever is going. Lil Rick's Cat says, never thought I'd get to see MSI and Joe Hills. Oh, I've been to an MSI show before. It was actually really impressive. Like, that vocalist has a crazy range. Badger Spanish says, he may have a 3-octave range, but is a bad person. So at least you have that going for you. Yeah, I don't have to compete with him on being a good person. If I had to compete with him on singing, it would be no good. But yeah, I used to listen to a lot of MSI when I was programming. Because it's really high speed, and high speed lyrical music helps occupy the vocal part of my brain when I'm trying to reason sometimes, so that I don't get distracted by my own thoughts, which are often irrelevant to the task at hand. Um, Transit Biker says, my go-to for inexpensive coffee is a nearby national discount chain. Well, the thing I like about supporting people in my own community is I can see the impact that they have on the community, right? So, like, I normally, like, I wouldn't, like, since they're not paying me to, there's not a sponsored stream, I wouldn't normally, like, say the name of, like, oh, I go to this coffee company, blah, blah, blah. But, like, I will say that the owner of this coffee company is the guy who took the state to court about they had this really stupid trans bathroom bill, where they wanted to require signage at all businesses that allowed folks to use their bathrooms. That was specifically intended to target and intimidate trans people, which is not cool. And so the owner of this coffee chain took them to court. So the thing about taking people to court about something like that is, if I think the government's doing something stupid that's a violation of people's civil liberties, I can't necessarily hire a lawyer and sue them because I don't have standing. They would argue that, like, this law isn't targeting me, so my opinion on it is irrelevant. I'm not directly impacted, even though I feel like in a like, for a society to be just, it has to be just for everybody. You can't. It's. I feel like whether or not I'm directly injured by an unjust law, I'm definitely living in a worse society, and that's bad for me and bad for my kid, right? But this guy, because he owns a business that has bathrooms, has what the courts would consider standing, right? And so he could go to the court and sue the state and say, hey, this law trying to make trans people uncomfortable when they go shopping is bad. It's unconstitutional, and it's directly harming my business, right? And he won that case. And so, you know, when I think about where I'm going to spend my money on coffee, I'm like, well, what is this guy going to spend the money on? Well, he's going to spend it standing up for people that I don't have the standing in the eyes of the court to stand up for. That feels like one less decision to make. I don't have to pick where I'm going to buy coffee as long as I live in Nashville. I'm going to buy it from that guy. You know? And so, yeah, this is not me saying, oh, you should order coffee from that guy's website, because once again, he's not a sponsor and this is not an ad for him. This is me saying, find local businesses where the owners are making your city better or your state better, and support them. And that's going to be different for everybody here who lives in different places. And I mean, as long as the owner of a business isn't a total jerk, there's also kind of what I would, like, there's different levels of this. So, like, in that case, it's like, okay, that guy is awesome. I trust him with my money. You know? But then, like, then there's a second tier where it's like, okay, even if I don't necessarily know that the owners of a business are particularly good people, if I haven't heard that they're particularly bad people, which word gets around in Nashville if an employer is a bad employer, if I haven't heard that they're particularly bad people, you know, I'm going to go with the local choice first in almost all cases, because I feel like people who employ other people in my city are making my entire city safer and better. Like, a lot of crime is driven by desperation, right? So if I'm supporting, you know, a local brewer, for example, instead of buying from Budweiser, then that's going to improve the overall economic outlook and employment prospects of people in Nashville. And, you know, as a result, I'm less like it's one of those things like I don't believe it's necessarily karma per se, where like if I do something good, I will benefit. If I support local businesses, I will benefit. But like I really believe in this kind of concept of indirect karma, where it's like if I support folks in my community will be better, right? And so maybe that means my car is less likely to get broken into because somebody has a job who wouldn't otherwise. Maybe not, but maybe somebody's car doesn't get broken into. Maybe, you know, there's fewer people that are depending on certain resources, and then those resources are more available to those who need it most, right? If you get a few people who are kind of on the kind of on the line between self-sustainable and not, and you help them be able to, you know, afford to live, then that frees up resources for people who couldn't necessarily take care of themselves, right? Um, yeah, like I genuinely believe a better world is possible, and I think that there's a lot of money to be had. Like if you're a company that's like a global corporation, like you benefit from people thinking a better world is not possible. You benefit from people saying like, yeah, I should budget $10 a week for Nestle products. It's like, you know, I don't buy my kid I don't like buy my kid a lot of sweets at the grocery store, right? We're not buying Little Debbie's or stuff like that. But like when we go to a coffee shop, there'll be like, "Hey, here are fancy cookies from local bakers," or, you know, things like that. And so it's like I might end up spending the same amount of money on cookies as somebody who buys them from Nabisco at the grocery store every week. And the difference is we get 4 cookies a month instead of 4 bags of cookies a month. But they're better, you know, like they're actually like made by a person with intention like that day. And you know, I don't know, it's I'm really meandering here. My brain is not fully awake yet. I'm drinking my coffee and just rambling about cookie bags. I'm sorry. Okay. Um, but yeah, like, Morning Sparky 1073. Crolls of Doom in the Twitch chat writes, nothing wrong with coffee and cookie rambles. Yeah, I know, but it's like I'm not very cohesive right now. If you enjoy not very cohesive ramblings, tips are welcome via paypal.me/Joe Hills and YouTube Super Chat. Transit Biker says, my stepson recently made cookies from scratch and they were amazing. Awesome. But like, yeah, I don't know. I guess, like, obviously, all sorts of things. I'm too tired for this. I'm too tired. I'm too tired to. Oh, hey, you know, the tinted glass didn't break. It just fell in there. Okay, what do you know? I was gonna say I'm too tired to talk coherently about this sort of financial stuff, I think, but I'll save it for an episode. Yeah, I really. I don't know. we have so little ability to shape like these like you can't. It's really hard to do much if a big corporation is doing something you don't like. You often once again you don't have standing to do anything about it in court most of the time. All you can do is just say, you know what, I'm just gonna give my money to somebody local. So I don't know, and that's not like I don't know. Like we don't eat much fast food, but like when we do, there's like this little drive-through burger place that's been owned by the same family in Nashville for like 30 years, and that's where we go, you know. Yeah, I think travel is the hardest. I find when I'm traveling is the hardest to avoid like chains and stuff, because like if I'm so for example, if I'm going to oh, where was that place in Massachusetts? Was it Bedford, Massachusetts? Badger, you're here. What was No, it wasn't Bedford. It was Rockport. For example, like we went to Rockport, Massachusetts last October, and it's this tiny town, and we could like look in advance and see like, oh, what little shops and restaurants are there, right? And it's easy to say like, oh yeah, let's check these places out, let's give them our money. What's harder though is like when you're driving down the interstate and it's like time to go eat. And it's just like, how do we find a good local restaurant in the amount of time we have? Like I found like trying to use Google Maps and stuff for that sort of thing isn't really reliable. And it's like, it's hard to know, like, I'm not good enough at planning, like, with traffic and stuff. It's hard to say, like, okay, we know that we're going to be exactly here when we're hungry for lunch, right? That's, I would say 90% of the fast food that we eat that's from chains or anything like that ends up being in situations where, yeah, we're on the road. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Man, my inventory is a mess here. Do I want to deal with anything? Yeah, like Cape Ann. Okay. So, gravel. Okay, so this is my beacons, which we don't really actively... Do beacons help you chop logs quicker? Yeah. Yeah, the other thing that we were looking at was a lot of times when I travel, we've got one vegetarian with us and one celiac, and so trying to find places that have both gluten-free and vegetarian options, or at least one of the two, can be a challenge. Okay. Let's see. New email in from the school. That's nothing important. Checking on other correspondence here real quick. That's rolling in this morning. Nothing important there. Nothing too important there. How much longer do I think I'll have on the pinball game? The goal is to wrap this up around the end of the year. Okay. Haste should make you mine anything faster. Okay. So let's look at what we are doing here. Yeah, thankfully it's not the same person that's celiac and veggie, but I often have one of the two with me. Okay, yeah, don't come in here asking about other people's stuff. That's really rude. Like, okay. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, the birds are actually chirping again. And now they stopped as soon as I turned up the thing. Okay. Here's what I'm thinking is let's... Oops. Okay, so for this upcoming bit on the pinball machine, what colors do we need? We got some oranges in there. We got... Okay. Let's close everything over here except for Minecraft. Plug this display back in. Turning off notifications. Okay. Okay, now we're gonna... Let's get the spectator mode camera set up over on the laptop so we can work on that. Okay, so we're getting set up. I'm going to switch over to working on the pinball machine artwork here. We have some black concrete powder, as well as some traditional black concrete. Gonna toss this garbage in here for now. Come back to it. I feel like I had one chest that I put all the stuff I was working with in, but maybe not. It might be this one. Gray terracotta, gray concrete, black terracotta, brown terracotta, brown concrete, brown mushroom block, cyan terracotta. Okay. So for this upcoming bit that we're working on, let me get the multiplayer camera account in here. Okay, so the camera account is in the game. If we switch over to that, loading terrain. Welcome, Diggs. Glad you could join us. Welcome, Cirx Doctor. Or Sir 10 Doctor. Okay. Those guys down there making noise. Don't make noise down there. I'm gonna have to do something about that one day. Do I believe in streamer luck? I literally have never heard of that, so no. Unless it's a concept that I believe in that I don't know the name for. In which case, yes. Can you define streamer luck? So... Oops. Okay. Morning. Okay. Is that like... I guess what I'm saying is streamer luck like a known thing? Or is that just something you're making up? Because I have never heard of that. Shroom light. Okay, so the problem is for this next bit up here... we're gonna need a bunch of different stuff that we don't necessarily normally carry. Streamer luck is the belief that live streamers achieve more success in video games. I mean, I'm technically more successful in video games since I started streaming, because I can say tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat, and then I can pay my rent. Also, seriously, help me pay my rent. I'm actually a little worried about this month. I've got a lot of work I've done that I'm going to get paid for at some point, but it's definitely one of those months where I'm like looking at what I'm owed and looking at when I owe money and going, "Ooh, I'm in danger." So if we could offset some of that fear with tips would be very much appreciated. Okay, I think that I should actually go... Let's go make some actual orange concrete with this concrete powder. And some of this yellow concrete powder as well. And let's put the black concrete powder away for right now. Ezra Manning says, I've never heard such a thing. It sounds like something a streamer invented to explain them cheating. Yeah, it's one of those things where, like, you know, the streamer's wife walks in, and he's just like, I just lucked into making out with these 3 other people. Ha! Streamer luck! Yeah, that tracks. Monate! Tipping 100! Woo! Thank you very much. That is going to get us 5 face camera expansions real quick. Let's go ahead and process those. Oh, wait, whoops. So, awkwardly, the camera, when I switch between the 2 views, it doesn't maintain the location. Yeah. So, where were we before? We were there. So, that's just getting us back to where we should be. And then, first out of 5. Expand Joe. Do. Numero dos. Even larger Joe. D. And then, so the next one, y'all have seen that money go straight to my head. But now, like Jacob Marley, these chains I forged in life are about to begin pulling us down to the deep below. Enter the Jost. Bum, 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 bum. Gonna lower the Joe pasty now to 90%. And then we have 2 more to go. Expand Jost. D. Lowering the Joe pasty now to 80%. Wait, was that 2 more to go? Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we have 1 left. Expand. Well, why is it not working? Expand. Just. Lowering the Joe pasty now to 70%. Thank you very much, Monate. Then we have a tip from Simon here who says, rent! That puts us 6 away from our next face camera expansion milestone. And then Joanna tips 10 as well. Woo! Thank you, Joanna. That's going to get us $4 past our next expansion milestone. So we're going to hit the most obnoxious face camera expansion milestone, the Tony Stark helmet cam. Ooh! Lowering the Joe pasty now to 60%. At this point, the camera is covering the whole screen. This is the most obnoxious it gets, because it'll keep getting bigger, but it'll keep getting more transparent, too. We are now 16 away from the next face camera expansion milestone. So everybody who's tipped up to this point has been making it more obnoxious. If you want to make it less obnoxious, like Emma rolling in and tipping 10, let's get that on the board. That puts us 6 away from the next expansion after this one. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. Welcome back, Cha-Cha. Glad your Wi-Fi is fixed. Okay, we were just about to make some concrete out of concrete powder. is this for? Oh, I guess at one point I was putting ender chests or shulker boxes or something in there. Okay. So let's... How did this work? It was something like this, I think. Jimmy says, please, all I see is Joe. Awesome. Good for you. Da 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 do do do. La da 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 da. Do do do. Da 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 da. Bum 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 ba da 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 da. Da da da. Joe, Joe, Joe. All I see is Joe Hill's face. He is a big disgrace. There's beef saying, hey yo, howdy. Welcome back. Whoa, do do do. La da 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 da. Da 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 da. We need to lower that so that those don't. Luna Sapphire says, I've been meaning to tune into a Joe Hill stream for the first time. Yeah, so this is basically the way these streams work is I don't make money off ads. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. And every time we hit tipping milestones, which progress toward those is tracked on this abacus, we're currently 6 abacus beads away from the next face camera expansion milestone. So if 2 people tip $3 or 1 person tips 6, hey, somebody just tipped. Let's see who it is. Jenny tipped 6 and says, did somebody say 6 away from the next face camera expansion? That's right, Jenny, I did. So here we go. Expand. Just do-do-do-do. Now the camera gets larger, but also more transparent. We're dropping down to 50% opacity. Also, I'm realizing I probably need to turn up the camera resolution a little bit. I had turned it down because of the... I turned the camera down because of the overlay, or what do you call it? The... I'm thinking that maybe I'm not sure if the face camera should go above the Elgato or below. No, I think we need the You know, honestly, it's not going to matter in a few more face camera expansion milestones, but it's actually just not quite large enough for the T. Joe Hillsberg view. There we go. Ooh, there we are. So now you're watching HermitCraft through the eyes of a hermit. We are just about... It's $20 per face camera expansion at this stage. If things start getting really out of hand, then we'll switch it to 50 so I have time to actually play the game. Okay. So, here's what we need to work on. Is up here. Woo. Up here, we're about to start having the beginning of these fiery bits. And then it goes to the top. And we have this quartzy gray bit as well. So we need to grab a bunch of different blocks. We need to grab some quartz from down here. Uh-oh, I realized I don't have my totem on. I was like, I'm just going to drop down to the inventory area real quick. And use my Totem of Undying to save my life, which I don't have on me. Uh-oh, okay. Wow, we are low on quartz. That's not great. Is this... That's Silk Touch. Fortune. Okay. 4 blocks of quartz. I mean, honestly, for what we're looking at here, that's probably enough. Don't need any snow. Okay, it's noon in game. Yeah. Hope you're having a good day at work, Penny. Okay, so let's see. We've got these yellows already. Let's grab some white terracotta, pearlescent froglight. I don't think we need light blue terracotta for what we're looking at here. Black terracotta. Ooh, more black stone. I'm going to put that somewhere separate because we always need more black stone for other stuff that we're not imminently working on right now. So let's start just putting that in that box for later. So, part of me is like, ooh, as soon as I find it, I should go place it so I don't lose it. But no, we're going to... Staying on task is a priority right now. Mushroom stems can be a good grayish block here. Nice breeze coming through the window. Gray terracotta we already have. Block of coal we don't care about. Blackstone. Blackstone we're going to move to that other box for the consolidation effort. Black concrete powder, black concrete powder. And slightly more blackstone. Okay, so we actually found like 3 stacks of blackstone here. How does the white of quartz compare to a snow block? Quartz is slightly pinker, whereas snow block is light blue, which is not what we want here. Okay, so we've got orange concrete, orange terracotta. Okay. So I'm just looking at the colors we need here. Yeah, that's probably good. Hey, we got a tip from Anne Christine for 50. Woo! Who says, tip! Thanks for the stream. We were 20 away from our next face gamer expansion milestone. So that's 1, 2, and halfway to a third. Thank you very much, Anne Christine. Here we go. Expand. Jost. Do-do-do-do. Lowering the Joe pasty now to 42%. Numero dos. Even larger Jost. Oh, no. It got too large. OBS is freaking out. Hold on. I'm fixing it. Do-do-do-do. Lowering the Joe pasty now to 32%. Brr, that's Fahrenheit, not Celsius. Okay. And we are 10 away from the next face camera expansion milestone. You're experiencing HermitCraft through the eyes of a hermit, Obata. Welcome. Welcome. I feel like that's a little off-center. There we go. Now that I've got a chair that rolls, it's harder for me to keep my body exactly in place. For the camera. Okay. So, we need to move... Can I pilot this while looking at this other screen? Maybe. No, that's really hard to do. We need to pilot the face or the spectator cam over to here so I can see what I'm working on. Okay. So that's me. This is live on my laptop. You can see on the right side. Okay. So... Okay. Hey, we got another tip rolling in. Let's see who that one's from. We got 10 from Teal, who's, thank you so much, Teal. That is going to put us evenly at our next face camera expansion milestone. So here we go. It's time to grow hills. Do-do-do-do. Da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. Okay, and lowering the Joe pasty now to 22%. Thank you, Teal. Wait, oh, maybe that's why. Maybe Oh, I was looking at the wrong eye. I was like, how come that one's so much darker? Luna Sapphire says, does it ever stop? Well, I mean, sometimes people stop tipping via paypal.me/Joe Hills or YouTube Super Chat. But I'd prefer they didn't because I'm a single parent and I can use all the help I can get. So telling them to stop would be probably, you know, it's not directly negligent to my child, but it's definitely not helping. Oh boy. So we're gonna have the brown terracotta in here, I think. And then we're gonna collect these. Okay. Do I have the brown concrete? Yeah, there's the brown concrete. So we're gonna go brown concrete. Then the one that's a little bit lighter than the brown concrete is the mushroom block here. It's not slightly red the way I would like, but it's okay. Then we're gonna have orange terracotta here. 1, 2. We'll have. Honestly, I think maybe we have the orange terracotta come diagonally up. Anybody want to go to sleep? No, it's gonna be me. It's gonna be me. So, but orange terracotta. 1, 2, 3 orange concrete, orange terracotta again. Yeah, I can't see anything. Let's go to bed. Somebody's asleep now. Let's go get a totem. We just burned our totem. We have extras, though. Hey, it's Wizard of Doc's birthday! Feliz cumpleaños a ti. Feliz cumpleaños a ti. Feliz cumpleaños, el Wizard de Docs. Feliz cumpleaños a ti. Y muchas más. I should probably find out what the word for wizard is. Okay. So, okay, we're gonna go ahead and break that. Gonna break these. Wizard of Docs writes, "Thank you, Joe. You're a terror and a delight." I try. Okay. So, let's see. We've got that going up there like that. And then let's do... Now it gets kind of darker again here. So let's maybe switch back to the brown. I mean, I'm kind of playing fast and loose with this, but that's how you get stuff done at the end of the day. Okay. So, how many blocks up am I? Let's... Okay. So, that's 5. I'm not sure I like the mushroom there. I'm going to have to substitute that out eventually, but... Oh, wait. I misread that. Okay. Actually, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to put in another one of those and then switch to the orange here. Yeah, I'm basically just eyeballing this whole thing. This is a giant pixel art thing that I am eyeballing. Oh, well, look, I brought it back around. How thematic. Uh, but yeah, basically, I feel like pixel art is better when you don't just use like a guide that tells you which blocks to use. Or at least, well, for me, when I'm trying to learn something, I want to be making decisions as an artist about what I'm making. Like, I model things like this so I can learn what they really look like and make decisions. Black concrete powder. Luna says, fascinating. I mean this sincerely and positively when I say this stream reminds me of looking at a pond of water under a microscope in biology class and being entertained by the protests. Well, I generally encourage people to protest unfair things. So, you know, height limit for building. We're at the height limit. Okay. Leaf Pelt says, glad I managed to catch the stream today. Seeing your eye close up made me remember I had to get stuff done. Yeah, that's the thing is this is intended to be something you watch while you do something else. You occasionally glance up at it, you know, or switch to the tab and go, wow, what a big eyeball. This isn't like couch viewing that you just sit there and focus on. Okay, so let's go back down. I really should start carrying ender pearls. I mean, that jump isn't going to kill me, but nowhere close even. Hey, welcome Barbie Slab. Glad you could join us. Okay, so I had those two. How did I do that? These are brown terracotta. So then we will do 2 brown concrete powders. Yeah, okay. Then, or concretes. Then a terracotta. I feel like that needs to be 2 more brown terracotta, then a black terracotta. Once again, just kind of feeling it out as I go. We need gray terracotta at this point, I think. Oh, I was like, where am I hearing this sound from a second time? The laptop is here. The spectator camera is hearing the block placement sounds. Oh boy. Okay. I was just like, I'm hearing like this weird block echo, and I can't place it. I don't know what's going on. I'm just not very good at thinking about what's happening, apparently. Okay. Actually, I think that probably should also be... Whoops. I forgot about that. That's the big problem with using the concrete powder. Is like if you need to swap something out, it's like grumble, 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 you screwed up. Welcome, Fifth Alice. Yeah, I don't want to use a visualizer like that. I know that they exist, but like I'm having fun looking at the pixel art. Or I'm having fun looking at the pixels from this photograph. Because this is an actual photograph, like a deep field photograph from space. And so yeah, what I'm doing is I'm eyeballing it and placing blocks accordingly. That's brown terracotta. I think I wanted gray actually for that one. Black. Where's the gray terracotta? Okay. Okay, and then brown terracotta, brown concrete, brown terracotta. Actually, that maybe should be black, actually. Then we get some powder in there. Welcome, 97 Candy King. Glad you could join us. Okay. I was going to say, we're not at build height because I'm not getting the warning. There we are. Okay, so let's go fly around real quick. I mean, I can technically see how this looks in the spectator camera, but from a visceral standpoint, I like to see it here. Okay. Blah. As I fail to land on the thing. How am I continuously one block too low? That just seems unlikely. Okay. So. Let's zoom out here. Okay. Can I move the angle of the camera a little bit? I'm trying to get closer to being, like, straight. Okay, that's looking down. That's looking... There we go. That doesn't... I need to pan it this way, though. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Vintage beef left the game. The world will never be the same. Okay. Okay. And actually, since he left the game, we need... After all that effort to land up here, we now need to go lay our heads down and dream down there. Welcome, J. Carmichael. Glad you could join us. Okay. And the wind just blew a door shut. Dang it. There goes my cross breeze. Okay, we have a little coffee left. I was going to say, I should probably take a hydration break soon anyway to refill my drink, but we have a little bit of coffee left in the thing here. So once I finish that, I'll go prop that door open. And then set up the hydration break screen and see who to thank and all that. Okay. Let's see. As a reminder, we've been going for about an hour and a half. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat, and we are 20 away from our next face camera expansion milestone. Okay, so one thing I'm doing is I'm using the ruler tool in Photoshop, which for some reason, whoa, dang it, zoomed out too far. Okay, what's the zoom in? Okay, that's the zoom in. What's the scroll wheel? Okay, so for figuring out where we are standing, we are actually below that. We are... Here, we're standing on that right now. Okay, so if we're standing on that, No, we're one up higher. Okay, so we need... This is cyan terracotta. We've got gray concrete. We've got light gray concrete. We're going to put cyan terracotta on top of that. Is that... Wait. Wrong. That's one too low. Hold on. I'm going to go like that. Okay. And then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 concrete powder here. One. Oops. What was that? Black concrete. Well, that's still basically equivalent. Wait. Am I looking at two different things here? Let me just take a second. Okay, so that's 2 from that, and which is next to that, which is... No, this is the same. I'm in the right place. I'm in the right place. Okay. Let's just nudge that over a little bit so the blocks are... Why is that not moving? My keyboard is not strafing. Hold on, something is up with the Elgato computer. It's not capturing the keyboard. I can use the mouse to look around on it. Is the keyboard broken in every app? No, not broken in that app. Why would Minecraft stop capturing the keyboard on the laptop? I mean, I think, well, it's roughly where we need it to be, even though I'm annoyed it's not perfectly where we need it to be right now, so I feel like we'll keep it. But we might have to restart Minecraft too soon. Apoximus says TCG. Well, there's no hermits on right now who are up for TCG to my knowledge, so probably not at the moment. Okay. So, let's go back down here then. And look at what we got. So we go 2 of those. Boom, 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 boom. So this is about roughly equivalent to that. That's about roughly equivalent to that. Then we've got some light gray looking terracotta-y here for this next one. And then maybe some white terracotta here and here. And then maybe some pearlescent frog lights here and here. A block of quartz in the center. Another pearlescent frog light here. Light gray concrete there. Oh boy, how do we want to handle that part though? That's kind of like a tannish brown mushroom block type thing. That one's going to come up there like so. Gray concrete? No, we want cyan concrete. Or cyan terracotta here, I think. Jim joined the game. Morning, Jim. Okay. Then back to... Let's do 2... So light gray terracotta here, maybe. Wait. No. I'm over too far. 1. So cyan terracotta here. Light gray terracotta here. And then we're going to switch over to brown terracotta. 2 black terracottas. Here and here. Brown terracotta there. And then we'll come, that'll bring us up into our fireball there. I think we'll have another brown terracotta here. And then we'll have concrete powder on tops of these. For now. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Semi-famous says, ah, yes, the old IT standby. Turn it off, then turn it back on. Friendlies22 says, it's my first time here. Why do I see a pair of eyes? You might be behind. Try refreshing. There should only be one eye at this point in the stream. Yeah, there was a pair of eyes earlier, but then people kept tipping and the camera got bigger. We are currently 20 away from our next face camera expansion milestone. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. But yeah, you should not be seeing a pair of eyes. That's definitely wrong. Okay. In my gut here, I feel like... Okay, so then we come up to... So at the point where we have that brown one there, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, yeah. This is all checking out correctly. Okay. I think we need to switch to a gray terracotta, though. Maybe here. Actually, maybe... It's hard to say. Yeah, let's do brown terracotta, actually. And time to lay our heads down and dream, because the sun is setting on the HermitCraft server. Okay. So when we fly out toward total chaos, and then we turn around, we can see our progress here. Let's maybe roll back down here for a second. Okay, so looking at how we did that, so so we are now standing on, whoops, this line, I think. Yeah. think this one's too high up. That's what was throwing me off. This is... Somehow I made that too high? Yeah, I'm not sure what's up with that. Okay. But core concept, we want to have more mushroom blocks up and over here. Maybe a brown there. No, wait, hold on. No, I'm up too high one. Okay, no, I am, okay. This is gonna be fine. This is gonna be okay. Okay. So this needs to be a dark gray terracotta here. That one's a little bit higher than it should be, but it's generally okay. And then that's going to go out until we hit, like, I don't think we're actually going to make it to that one, because that's past there by, how many blocks? 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, actually, yeah, that might hit. And where does that line up with that? 2 lower. So we're going to go ahead and put in 2 grays and a... Yeah, 2 grays and a brown terracotta would look right for that. So, or 3 grays. 1, 2, 3, and a brown terracotta. Boom. Okay. So then we can run back this way. Whew. Okay. So that's gonna come up and over. And then we go 2 concrete powder here. So we're now lined up with that. And then that's gonna go up to 3 here. It's actually gonna go up to 4, but and we are now out of black concrete, but we have a bit more here. Okay. Gray terracotta square. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So that was the 4, and then it goes up to there. Okay, cool. So, oh, that's right. I can't maneuver. Why does E work, but not the movement? Is there a reason that Minecraft would stop responding to WASD or shift or jump, but still respond to E? Because it's doing that on my spectator camera, and I can't imagine why that would be. Like I said, I can open and close Minecraft. I can restart it. But I'm not sure that that's as helpful as knowing why it would do it. Morning, Blaze of Banana Raccoon. Thank you for the kind words, Jonathan Nat, in the Twitch chat. Okay. So, anyway, well, I'm still technically... No, I'm not in frame. On the... Okay. Well, we can come over here to the Elgato layer, and... Is it Control? I can drag that out a little bit. Okay. Okay. Okay, so we are now at... What level? We are on top of... this, I think. Yeah, because we're looking at that block. Now we're... Yeah, okay. I feel like I need a block that's just like... I just don't have any good tan-ish blocks. Maybe arrow keys. No, arrow keys are definitely not working on the... Stripped oak logs might work. Yeah, I don't really want to use wood in this. That's kind of an aesthetic choice I've made, and we might, when we come back and do a revision pass, have to regret that profusely. But we'll see how it goes. Okay. Spanish for wizard is mago. I'm not sure if that's a soft G. Probably be a hard G. But okay. So we're putting that one there. This doesn't feel great. I mean, I'm just doing this, like I said, I'm eyeballing this, I'm following my gut, and my gut is just like, nah, you're doing it wrong. But... I don't feel like... I'm not sure what to do it right, is the thing. So I'm just going to do it, and then we'll iterate. This is going to be an area of concern when we come back to our... I'm too far out. How am I this far out? For one thing. Yeah, okay, hold on. So, this is 3 blocks over from there. And then I should have like 2 cyan terracotta or gray concretes or something on top of that. And then 2 light gray terracottas on top of that. And now we're back into the neighborhood of where we should be, where we... Yeah, okay. I had gone over too far there, too quickly. Okay, let's go lay our heads down and dream in game. Did I deactivate WASD? Uh-oh. That's not going well. Okay. You can change your fly speed by scrolling. Yeah, no, I don't think... But the thing is, I was using WASD to pilot the spectator camera earlier. misplaced it. It's fine. We'll just leave it. Of all the things to worry about right now, that is not one of them. Okay, let's make sure that we got our inventory back. We fell from a great height, so stuff might be sprayed everywhere. Are there any other things hiding? Yep, there's a totem, buddy. See, look at that. He's jumped all the way up there. Okay. We have all the colors we need. Black terracotta. Black concrete. Gray terracotta. Brown terracotta. Brown concrete. Orange terracotta. Orange concrete, yellow. We got our trident. Got our thing. Okay, let's go ahead and grab another totem and then swing back up there. 4 empty inventory slots after losing the head slot. That might be right. Let's check on this crossbeam, though, just to make sure we didn't lose any up there. No, that's not a place where stuff could fall. Okay, cool. We got it all. So away we go. Do 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 do. La da 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 da. Do 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 do. Okay, I'm also realizing I should take that hydration break that I mentioned earlier. So let's do that. I'm gonna put up the hydration break sign and see who we need to thank. I'll also use that time to get the laptop working again. Let's restart Minecraft over there. So refill my drink, restart the laptop. Who do we need to thank for this morning's hydration break? Let's open up our spreadsheet and let's see. Let's see. I'm trying to pick. Mr. Hardluck had requested "My Destinies in Tennessee." That's about a 4-minute, 45-minute song. That'll give me a chance to go get my drink, and I will be right back.
Folks say to be the very best, you gotta travel across the land. But I'm happy here at pretty good, just out walking with my friends. So you can fly from coast to coast for all the antics of ends. But my destiny's here in Tennessee, my Pokédex in hand. You run your laps chasing lickitung in Providence, and you arc your throws for Electabuzz in St. Louis. But when you're lost in Boston seeking Pokestops, boo-hoo, we'll all still be spinning them up on Rocket Top. It's true. Well, you can race to catch 'em all and fall flat on your face. We'll hatch our Togepi's here in Tennessee at our own predestined pace. We don't need Tanglers from Los Angeles. If you're there chasing Charizard, you're making your life way too hard. Clutching garlic, pounding pavement down Ventura Boulevard. We don't need Nidoqueens from down New Orleans. I hate to rain on solo you, but parades need a willing crew. All those squirrels on St. Charles saw you wandering and withdrew. Well, you can race to catch 'em all and fall flat on your face. We'll hatch our toga peas here in Tennessee at our own predestined pace. We don't need Lapras from Minneapolis or polar bears from Mississippers. There's enough Weedles on Montego. We could evolve a swarm of Beedrill. There's enough Snubble down to Shovel. We could team sled with Grumble. We don't need Oregon from out in Oregon or any Pikachus from up in Massachusetts. Sorry, Professor Oklahoma, we'll raid gyms in Tullahoma. Sorry, Pokecoin Palooka, we'll hatch on hikes in Chattanooga. Well, you can race to catch 'em all and fall flat on your face. We'll hatch our toga peas here in Tennessee at our own predestined pace. Well, you can race to catch 'em all and fall flat on your face. We'll hatch our toga peas here in Tennessee at our own predestined pace.
Welcome back, everyone. Howdy, y'all. Joe Hills here, recording as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee. Today on the HermitCraft server, we are continuing our work on our star field, or our galaxy field. Howdy, Impulse. Woo. We grabbed our new totem there. We are ready to rock and go. We got about 30 minutes left in this morning's stream, then I gotta grab lunch. I got a few calls and things I gotta do after that. So we can't have this one run too long. Okay. So let's go ahead and zoom in here on our spectator camera. Woo. Do-do-do, do-do-do, do-do-do. Maybe zoomed in too far there. Now I can actually pilot this with my hand. Before the camera was broken, but we fixed it over the hydration break. Okay, okay. Ready to go. Where am I standing? I am standing currently on top of these, which means we need to scroll that up. Okay, so this is nice and bright. I probably should get an actual glowstone for the center of that one. Is my lighting box down there? Okay, I think that was... Of course not. No actual glowstone. Do we have some in our potion thing, maybe? Maybe? M. Lavis tipped 40 and says, "Hey Joe, did you try that new deck out against Cub?" Let's go ahead and get that on our abacus. Thank you to M. Lavis. Boom. That's 2 face gamer expansion milestones at once. Great question. Expand. Jost. Do. I should probably... Yeah, would it be... I don't know if I should make a challenge skin for the Pharaoh, But anyway, we're lowering the opacity now to 20%. We were at 22, or 24. And then numero dos, expand Jost. Yeah, I do need to challenge Cub again. It'd be funny to do some sort of Egyptian Yu-Gi-Oh themed thing for my skin, but realistically, it's just going to be whenever he has time. And I don't know if I have time between now and then. We're going to lower the opacity now to 16%. That puts us, let's see. Uh-oh, somebody's already asleep. Good. That puts us evenly 20 away from the next face camera expansion milestone. Thank you, M. Lavis. But yeah, he's doing the whole Yu-Gi-Oh thing with his Pharaoh theme. Okay. I think I might have left some glowstone in here. Yeah, there it is. Let's leave a few glowstone powder for later, just in case we need them. But I very rarely need to increase the intensity of a potion. We've got glowstone dust, actually. Yeah, let's pull these out. Okay. Yu-Gi-Oh skin. Okay. I know that's not exactly what you wrote, Gunna Now. Wrote Jogio, but I think Yu-Gi-Oh is funnier than Jogio. I don't know. Okay. Can we actually land up here? Like professionals. Woo! That would be fantastic. If so. Okay. So we are now standing on top of the thing that is marked with that thing. Okay, so these blocks directly below here, looks like it should be gray terracotta and a black terracotta. And then concrete powder cross, that looks good. Okay, great. Coming this way... yeah, these two blocks here are going to be problems. Oh, I don't know. Let's just call this one another one of those and brown concrete. And then we're going to come up here to... orange terracotta. So now we are standing where exactly? We're on top of that one. Okay. Wait. Hold on. Stop a second. That looks like an organic terracotta block we need to put in there. Let's go get some of those. Yeah, don't choke on your breakfast sausage there, Luna. It's not safe. Thank you for not choking. Okay. So we have orange terracotta. We have brown terracotta. We need some normal terracotta here. Red terracotta is really not appropriate. We have yellow terracotta, yellow concrete. Red sand is too textured, I think, to work in here. Yeah. Okay, so let's munch real quick on our cooked pork chop. NJ Coffee Junkie writes, Yugi Joe almost made me cough up my coffee. Choke on my coffee. Oh, jeez. Okay. Okay. So we are on top of this. So that's the brown concrete. Actually, here, I think we want brown terracotta. Then brown concrete here. Because we want the brown terracotta, or... Wait, hold on. These two should be gray terracotta. Oh, maybe. Gosh, it's so hard to do this. Like, because of the limited palette. Gray terracotta, brown terracotta, brown terracotta. Oh, gosh. Let's zoom in a little bit on here for now. The angle of that camera is just annoying me. It's hard to... Dang it. Why is that not... I did it again! Somehow I broke the keyboard temporarily on the laptop. So it wasn't responding to the keyboard in Minecraft. Now, but I fixed it this time. M. Lavis says, I had the same response, not just with T. I try. Okay. Okay, we gotta move forward with this project. Okay, this one's a brown mushroom block. Nope. I said the wrong block. Or I said the right block, but I placed the wrong one. Okay, so then another brown concrete there. So that puts our cradle into here. Okay. Black terracotta feels right for that one. Okay. Pinball in space. Pinball in space. That's right, Castaboris. Motosin says, I guess watch Tango's video. He's super stoked about your work on the snow. Awesome. I'm going to have to go check that out. I'll skip anything that might be spoilery. But yeah. Tango doesn't really want us watching his stuff because of decked out spoilers. But I would like, you know, to see what he said. So I'll check that out. Okay. So we are standing here now. So, excuse me. Okay, so we've got orange. Morning, Pearl. Greeting, pearlescent moon. Ezra Manning says, I told my dad about how all NASA images are public domain. He had no idea, despite being a lifelong space fan. Yep, that's one of the fun things about NASA. Okay, so hold on. Let's just look at this. So if we go 1, 2, 3 here with these, and then we go 1, 2, 3. Whoops, no. So that's going to come up with the browns then. With the gray terracotta almost here. And a black terracotta there. Brown terracotta here. The black one next to it. Yeah, okay. We're doing it, folks. Okay, so orange, terracotta. Do it live. Exactly, Freezing Toad. Exactly. We're doing it live. We're getting it done. This is, like, I don't know why, but this is, like, one of those things where I'm like, I really don't want to mess this up. But, like, I can fix it. If I don't know why, I let myself get, like, in this headspace where I get stressed about this stuff more than usual. But, like, maybe part of it's just because I've been looking forward to working on it so long. Like, I'm like, oh boy, this is, like, any mistake I make here, I can easily fix. Okay, we got glowstone there, so we're gonna go yellow. We're gonna have 2 oranges there and there. Gonna have another orange terracotta here. A light orange there, maybe. Okay, so we are directly above it now. We go there and there. We've got a brown concrete maybe here. Now this is where things get weird. I think that we need to go brown concrete there. Then have brown terracotta over that and that. Maybe. Okay, it's getting too dark. Getting too dark to work. So let's go ahead and lay our heads down and dream. We need a bed higher up. Almost survived it. Would it be possible to inset a block to make it darker? That's the sort of thing that I don't want to do on the first pass. I'm, like, right now, we're kind of roughing everything in with a limited block palette and doing it completely flat. Coming back and doing any sort of embossing or more detailed texturing is going to be a separate stage of the process. It's funny, it doesn't look so bright now. I was worried this would look like distractingly bright, but this looks fine. Okay. Okay, so... The years go on and we're still fighting, and we're still fighting, and dun 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 dee, la dun dun. Okay, wait. So, looking at this, Sleepy says it's normal that something blurry flicks over the stream. Those are my eyebrows, or eyelashes, or eyelids. And it's not normal. No, the face camera changes depending on when people tip or how much they tip. We are currently 20 away from the next face camera expansion milestone. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. Thank you for reminding me to post about that. Okay, so right now, where are we level with? We are level with that. No. We are level with that. Whoops. That. Okay, so we are... So there's that corner. 2, 3... Okay. So it looks like we're okay with that there for now. Should probably have gone out further there. Black terracotta. Okay. Yeah, I mean, at a certain point, I've got to be willing to just start getting some of this wrong, because we're just not making the. Okay, so this is the 1, 2, 3 point there, I think. Okay, so now we are standing on top of this block, I believe. I'm moving the ruler tool around in Photoshop to keep track of where we're standing. That looks incorrect. Wait. What was I thinking with this? Oh, okay, so we'll put that one there. That's not dark enough. We need a brown terracotta here, I guess. And then, yeah, black terracotta up here. Okay. Oh, the birds are tweeting again. Let's get the mic up. Do I have any tips for small streamers? Sure. I started off as a small streamer. For the first, 4 years, I never really had more than, 4 to 6 people watching my stream at a time. I started back in 2008. And I mostly used streaming as a way to keep in touch with people that I met in real life at conventions. I'd say, hey, if you want to hang out, I'll be drawing later on stream. And people would stop by who followed me on Twitter after meeting me at conventions. So, yeah, streaming is a fun way to hang out with people. Don't worry about your numbers. Let's see. Try to have fun or learn something every time. If you do one of the two things, you'll be ahead. Sorry, it's hard for me, to think. I'm really, spatially locked in. I'm, trying to figure out this pixel art thing. Sorry, I'm, really distracted trying to answer. But, oh, boy. Yeah, this is just trying to wrap my head around what we're looking at here. Okay, so that seems low, and that seems high. That's where the disconnect is here. Did I start that? No? Okay, hold on. Let's do some math here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, from there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Where am I missing a pixel? Or how did I... Okay, so... Should that thing... Yep, that's the problem. These are not lined up perfectly. I screwed this up somewhere. And realistically, so that's... Oh, wait. What? Why did I not... Oh, okay, I'm missing a layer of orange concrete in here. I jumped straight to the orange terracotta above. So what we should have done here was this should have been a yellow terracotta. Right? That should have been like that. That should have been like that. Sorry, just something in my gut was like, Joe, you're doing this wrong. And I couldn't quite place it. That was it. That was what was wrong. There. Okay. So, yeah, that one there. These need to swap out. Orange terracotta. We need brown concrete in here. M. Lava says, I wonder if you can tell how old a pixel is by its color. Well, they actually do use, like, red and blue shifting, like, recognition on these things. I personally don't have that aptitude, but M. Lavis, that is definitely a capacity that some of the scientists at NASA have, who are way better at this stuff than me. But, you know, that's fair, because that's like, you know, we have different skill sets. Okay. Okay, now we are in business here. This is... Sometimes when something looks wrong, it'll just bug me so much. And then I'll get hung up on it. Okay. Yeah, this is fine. This is absolutely fine. Okay. So then underneath here, we're back down. We're going to use orange concrete. Or orange terracotta. Yeah, orange terracotta there. Why is that not orange terracotta? Also, hold on. Yeah. Those should be orange terracotta too. Okay. Dang it, we missed the bed. Missed it by that much. Can't see my hand. It's fine. Okay. And, oh boy, it is lunchtime. I need to go shortly. Let's go ahead and do last call for tips, and we're going to wrap up a little bit after the hour. If you enjoyed the show, just as a reminder, this is viewer-supported streaming, and tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. My next show is tomorrow morning at 8:30 a.m. U.S. Central Time. I'll be doing crafts with Cleo. Okay. Let's just knock out a little bit more of this while we are here. Okay, so... What a honey block with glowstone on the inside. Yeah, that could look cool. Like I said, I'm... Well, and granted, whenever I say like I said, y'all who are just coming in now haven't necessarily heard it, but, yeah, I'm planning on doing, like, a second pass on this. Right now, this is... I do a lot of iterative processes. This is definitely something where it's a work in progress. So I want to finish the entire side of the wall before I start nitpicking it too much. Now, it might look like I'm nitpicking it a lot right now, but believe me, there is so much more nitpicking I am capable of here that we are not currently doing. So yeah, this is gonna be gray terracotta, two more gray terracottas, and then looks like we're switching back over to concrete underneath here. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So we're actually in good shape to drop a bunch of concrete powder and finish that part up to build height. So let's drop that concrete in while we wait for that last round of tips. I'm gonna clean up some of our inventory here for the moment. That has to make it into an episode so much more nitpicking to do. That's the thing, is like I feel like it's easier to make an episode where I'm like, okay, let's look at what we got done so far and talk about how to improve it, and then we go do that, right? Like that's okay, so we're gonna put a lot of these lighting things back in here that we're not using at the moment. Okay, then we're gonna grab a bunch of black. We don't want the black concrete. We want the powder for right now. The concrete we're saving for certain types of scaffolds where we need to fill in a gap. Okay. So for this black terracotta here, it kind of comes up and out in a weird kind of way. Okay. So now we're going to switch over to the black concrete powder here. Okay, then we'll switch over to the bum. But basically, this entire section is done until build height now. So we just need to go up, up, up. There's no real points of interest in this central area here, I don't think. No, we're good, we're good. Okay, so that right there is gonna need some black terracotta on top of it. Here-ish. Okay, and then that black terracotta actually needs to reach out a little bit right here as well. There's kind of an interesting kind of way that these two kind of reach out toward each other. There, that we have now done. Welcome, Yaz. Glad you could join us. Okay. Placing blocks and taking names. I think the wind is blowing directly in the second mic. I'm going to turn that down. Sorry about that. Whew. Something is still off about the composition. I think I made the brighter parts of the outside thing too high. I'm going to have to tweak that on the second pass. That's... Bye, Danny W. Have a good one. Okay. So here we go. Do 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 do. La da 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 do. So we're gonna fly over here real quick to Cub Fans, whatever this thing is, villager breeder or something. Then fly back. That's... I mean, that's looking better than it was. Okay. So we're gonna eat a quick pork chop. Yeah. Okay. So here we go. I think we are ready to call it a stream. It doesn't look like any last minute tips rolled in, which is fine. I just don't want to miss the opportunity to thank anybody. So quick refresh there. We're all good. Let's see who is live out there in the broader world of Twitch.television. Boom, 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 boom. It looks like... Pixel Riffs is playing something called Minecraft Bingo. I have no idea what that is. So we'll go ahead and slash raid Pixel Riffs, who you may remember from our Empires crossover. Until next time, y'all, this is Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee. Keep adventuring. Do 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 do. Stop.